not going to get a second chance in the game.
My name is Braeden Hamilton. I coach JV safeties and wide receivers at Parkersburg South High School. I'm a former player from 2019 to 2022. I was an all-conference safety. We were the West Virginia AAA state runners-up. I'm going to talk about some of the defensive back play at Parkersburg South. So, some of the people that we've had and the accomplishments that we've had in the secondary is 2022, we were a top 10 defense in AAA. We had two guys tied for the most interceptions in the state. They had 8. And as a position group, we had 23 picks between like 6 guys. We also managed to get 41 PBUs in 2022. We've had 2 guys go play D1 football. We have a guy at Youngstown and a dude at North Carolina State, and we've had several Division II players. In 2019, the guy pictured right here, he had 120 plus tackles, 5 picks, 8 TFLs, and 4 forced fumbles. Absolute monster. And it's all attributed to what we do in practice. So we've played since 2019. Like some of our main coverages, we played cover 0, cover 2, cover 3, 4, and 6. So some of the drills we do is we have one called Tango Drill. So called Tango Drill, that's been like the name of our like cover 3 in the past. And you can use this drill for cover 2, cover 3, cover 6. We did some cover 3 where the strong safety would roll down and play curls to flats. So you can do it working that as well. So like if you're doing tango drill out of cover 2, the safety, he needs to take 2 to 3 pedal steps or read steps that are a back pedal. And then if he reads past, like we work in this drill, you just speed up your pedal on them hashes and to get depth. Doing that, staying on the hashes, you're able to play sideline to that imaginary line in the middle of the field is what I tell them for your deep half. You can mix in safeties and corners. You can do it just by yourself. Right now, we've got to split up to where the safeties do it on their own. So we also incorporate our guys read the tackle. So we incorporate a tackle, taking a pass set or like a run block to get that read in. It's just ways to build in, getting your reads in with the drill. So if you're playing corner, you're gonna be at like a 45-degree angle facing the line, and you're taking still 2 to 3 shuffle read steps, and then you're getting to the flats. It's a little bit different when we go to cover 3. So in cover 3, instead of a pedal, you're taking shuffle steps at a 45-degree angle towards your zone. So like if you got deep third, then you're taking your shuffle steps towards that deep third, you're turning and running. If you're the weak safety, you're just doing that towards the middle of the field. So we've done like a roll where we go from starting out 2 high, give that 2 high appearance, to rolling down to 1 high post snap. So that strong safety, same thing. You're just taking your shuffle steps, your read steps towards your curl to flat zone instead of your deep third. So that again, using the same drill to work several coverages. I've got some practice film and some game film I'll show here in a second. So we do it with cover 6 as well. So on the weak side, you're doing the same steps and the same landmarks as you do in cover 4, or sorry, in cover 2, the weak side is. But on the strong side, like the quarter side, you're taking 2 to 3 pedal steps and staying on the hashes, playing hash to middle of the field if you're the safety. And then if you're the corner on the quarter side, I guess you could call it, of the cover 6, you're taking 2 to 3 shuffle steps, similar pretty similar to what you do uh in cover three. You're just getting depth on the numbers. So I'm going to show some how we uh how we practice this. So here's tango drill. That's what we call it for cover two. So this guy right here, he's imitating the tackle. We have our safety right here. He's stacked on or he's not outside the hashes. He's right on or right inside the hashes at 10 yards. You can see him right here. He takes his two pedal steps and then he quickly gets more depth, speeds up his pedal. And the way you can tell it's cover two, you try to throw the ball out here near the numbers so that he gets reps playing those hard like hole shot balls that like it's the difficult throws and or the difficult areas to cover in cover two. So we're trying to throw the ball out here on the numbers. He's got to stay on the hashes, ball's out, go make a play and high point it, gets depth, turns, runs, goes up and gets the ball. Now I don't have any game film of the cover two because we haven't done it very much. But I'll show you. Here's some game film for cover three. Tango drill, same thing. I was speaking about the corner shuffling and cover three, shuffling and getting to those hashes. Or sorry, he's shuffling and getting to the flats. Shuffles, plays the ball in front of him, goes up and gets it, picks it off. That's exactly how it should be. The strong safety over here, he's shuffling towards zone, getting back. Same as like I described when we do it in cover or earlier when I described the drill. So I talked about roll, how you can do the same drill with the safety coming from being too high, rotating to one high, playing curls to flats. This is the safety we're locking in on right here. Takes read steps downfield, sees screen, kills the ball. Do it again. Shuffling at a 45-degree angle, sees screen, goes and gets it. That's textbook how it should be done. The reason why we do it, the reason why we do these drills is you can tell like the cover two drill right here how it translates to a game. We try to make our drills as game-like as possible. So the cover two video I showed you of us in practice, we repped cover three the same way. It looks just like that, it's just the different aiming points. So we have another one, we call it money drill. So how half the field on cover six is like quarters, still got like hash in the middle of the field, sideline to hash. You can use this money drill in combination with tango drill to work cover six. So it's pretty similar to tango drill. So in cover four, we're taking 2 to 3 pedal steps, back pedal on the hashes and getting depth if you're a safety. If you play corner, you still have that 45-degree angle, like in the video I showed you of tango drill. You're just shuffle, turning and running and getting depth on the numbers. So I'll show some practice video of that as well. So here's money drill. We're working just the safety right here. Got a guy working pass steps. Or we got a guy right here pass setting to get a read. So he gets reps reading the guy. It's just another way to implement something little you do every rep into your drills. So safety right here. Your eyes go to the tackle right here. If he gets take your two slow read steps. See its pass, getting back on the nut or on the hashes, going and getting the ball. You can work the corner and the safety together, like right here. He's his 45-degree angle facing in. Safety's right here on the hashes. You have them both work the read steps. He turns, runs, and then vicing the ball in the middle, going and getting a pick. Watch it again. The corner, shuffle, shuffle, turn, run, get in depth. Same with the safety. Taking his two pedal read steps and just getting quicker with the back pedal as the play progresses. One thing you just can't let, I tell them all the time, just can't let, or you got to be deeper than the deepest person on offense. You can't let anybody behind you. So here's a rep of it. Same guy, number one, down here on the bottom. This is how that money drill translates to a game. Shuffle, shuffle, playing everything in front, come up, make a play once the ball's out. Shuffle, shuffle, not letting anybody behind you. You see how he's deeper than the deepest guy in his zone until the ball comes out. Then you just got to come up and make a play. So you can do that. You can also work money drill for cover 6, like I just said. Weak side is the same as cover 2. On the strong side, 2 to 3 pedal steps quickly, or they get quicker as the play progresses, staying on the hashes. Strong corner, shuffle steps, turn and run on the numbers. Another one we did, this was super big when I played in 2022, is it's called lean and squeeze drill. We use this to work man all the time. We were able to play man we could have played man all game long just because of how much we repped lean and squeeze. We got great at it. So the safeties, you're aligned at 6 yards on the inside shoulder of the number 2 receiver. So, and then if you're the weak safety, same alignment, 6 yards inside shoulder of the number 3 receiver. The corner got to be 0 to 3 yards. So like press to 3 yards off the outside receiver, inside of them. And the biggest coaching points for lean and squeeze drills when you're playing man, you can't let anybody get inside of you. That's why we have the corner safeties line up on the inside. It's because that's the biggest thing. Can't let them inside of you. You don't have any help there. But to combat that is in lean and squeeze drill, we work the receiver trying to get inside. If you're the DB, you have to punch them with your inside hand, forcing them to go out. And then what I teach them is to grab a hold of their pocket and turn and run with them. When you do that, you can, I do it to them all the time. Like you tell them to physically grab that person's pocket and run with them. When I played, that was like the biggest thing is always make people angry because I'd grab a hold of their short and run with them down the field. Because if you stay right on top of them, it's not pass interference. They can't tell you. And if you play receiver, it's makes you pretty angry whenever someone's getting physical with you. So by punching them with your inside hand, forcing them out, getting hands on it, it disrupts their timing, which is important. Can't let them inside. You want to ride their hip and force them to the sideline. So you can work lean and squeeze, cover 0, cover 4 as well, because once you get so deep, cover 4 kind of turns into man pretty much. So I'll show you how we practice it right here. Safety's at safety right here. He's at 7 yards, 6, 7 yards. We play catch technique. So he's moving his feet at all times, staying in front, getting hands on, riding his hip, go up, make the play. I'll show it to you again. He's keeping his feet moving, staying in front. He's posting with this inside hand, getting hands on. You can see him right here, grabbing his pocket, run with them, force them to the sideline. So I'll show you a few examples how we use this for cover 0 and cover 4. So we're watching this guy down here on the bottom of the screen, number 3 right here. shuffles, turns, runs, doesn't get hands on, but he runs with the guy, and it's a incomplete ball. Here's how we do it in cover four. So right here, you can tell we're cover four because he's in that 45-degree angle right here. The safeties, they're not, it's trips over here, and this safety's still over here. That's how you can tell it's cover four. So he's still shuffle. This is the only guy in his zone over here, right? So he's single receiver, or this is a single receiver by himself. So it's essentially man for this corner. So he's shuffling, come up, getting on his hip, getting hands on, squeeze him to the sideline. That's perfect. That's exactly how we rep in practice. Staying in front of him, getting hands on, run him to the sideline. It's perfect. So finally, I'm going to talk about jet stream drill. So as I just said, you can't let the inside receiver, you don't want to let the receiver inside of you when we're playing cover zero or man. That's why we punch with the inside hand. But sometimes you really can't prevent it. When we played 7-on-7, a bunch of teams run like mesh concepts. They slants. It's when you're at 7 yards, 6, 7 yards, you can't stop that guy from getting inside if he runs like shallow, like on mesh or a slant, or even climb routes are hard. So that's why we started to rep jet stream drill right here. Jet stream drill, he gets inside, you're coming up, you're grabbing on his hip, and you're grabbing on his near hip, riding him and playing through the ball. I have some practicing game film right here from Duke doing it. So right here at the beginning, they're still inside leverage. Over here, gets inside. You can see down here, he's on that near hip, running with the guy, playing through the ball. Now here it is in a game. This guy right here runs a shallow. He gets on his near hip, plays through the ball. Number 4 right here runs the shallow. Safety comes up on it, gets on his near hip, playing through it. So that's a good drill to work if you were playing teams that run mesh and you want to base out of cover zero. So we try to make our drills as game-like as possible. Every drill I just showed you, it comes up in the games. Showed examples of how it comes up in the games and how you can, and just that's the biggest thing for drills that we try to do is we want ones that show up in game and that translate. So that's why we do the lean and squeeze. We do the tango drill. We implement a tackle form to read to get work on the read steps. We'll implement runs and stuff like in those drills later on. Like that's how we progress into doing run block. He comes up and he fits. So they don't always know if it's run or if it's pass. And it's a good way to get their eyes trained in Indy. And it's a good way to rep your coverages, run fitting, just whatever. Like it it's it's good all around for the DBs. So that's all I got. Thank you.
All right, that was Coach Hamilton with his presentation on what they do on defense. Um, Make sure you guys check out his stuff. It's good stuff. Follow him on Twitter. If you want to see more conversation with Coach, come check out the rest of this talk and questions on the Coach Steve Show. Coach Steve Show on YouTube. Go check that out. Check out Chief Pigskin's all their other videos as well. So we'll see you guys over on the Coach Steve Show.